Hello, Roger Bisbee here from the Skill Builder channel. We've got a very simple question that's come in from Barry, and let's see if we can give him a simple answer. He says, should I plaster over my Artex or should I overboard it with new plasterboard, leave the existing stuff where it is and just go straight over the top? He says he's got lath and plaster. I would say when you got lath and plaster and somebody's Artexed over it, they've done that for a reason, mainly that it's cracking up. If you plaster over it to smooth it out because you don't like that rough texture, which who does, you still have all that dodgy lath and plaster underneath it, which could drop on your head at any minute. I've known it happen to a friend of mine when he was lying in bed. It does tend to let go all of a sudden. My answer is, I said it'd be simple and I've already gone 5,000 words, overboard it. Put new plasterboard up, leave it all where it is, screw new plasterboard straight through that Artex, straight through the old lath and plaster into the joists, and then you've got a lovely new surface to plaster onto, and the plasterer will have a much easier time just skim coating over that plasterboard than he will have going onto the Artex. Now, it is done. I have done it, plastering over Artex, but the big problem is when you put the moisture on it, very often what you find is that it releases the Artex from the ceiling slightly while it's wet, and sometimes it tends to sag. So you can get all kinds of problems with it like that. If it's been painted, then you've got to go over it with some SBR or some PVA or something like that to stabilize it and give yourself a bit of a key to it. If you wanted to take Artex off, by the way, and it is genuine Artex, obviously there is asbestos in some of the older Artex, so you have to be really careful. But one way I've found of doing it, which I think is really good, is to use a steam stripper. Obviously you have to mask up. The beauty of a steam stripper is once you get it up there, you've got it, you're holding it up there, it's actually making that old Artex moist, which means that any fibres that are around are going to be wet, and so they won't be flying through the air. So that way you can very, very carefully just scrape it off as it gets wet and soggy and warm, and then it will drop to the floor where you've already laid a polythene sheet down all over the floor, so that as you go around you just scrape it off like that, drops on there, you wrap the whole up in your polythene sheet and then go and dispose of it at your local tip. Tell them it's a bit of asbestos in there and they will put it into a special place, mark it up. If, however, what you've got on your ceiling is not Artex, not a plaster-based textured coating, but something like a paint-based textured coating, then that steam stripper won't do an awful lot of good. So if you find that you're trying to flake bits off and what's coming off is paint rather than powder, then you've got a textured paint. And very often, if it's well stuck, then you can plaster straight over the top of it. We've got a video showing me doing a kitchen like that, and in that case you would use some PVA or SPR and then go on with your plaster. 2 coats, you never get away with 1 coat on a textured ceiling, but put that first coat on, let it go nearly off, and then when you put the next coat on, it's not going to start breaking through, showing the textured surface. Another great guy to watch if you want some more tips on how to deal with Artex is Kirk Johnson on his channel. We thoroughly recommend him. Thoroughly nice bloke and always worth a watch. I watch him all the time. Hiya Kirk, how you doing? So I'm Roger Bisbee. Come back and see me soon. I told you it would be short and it wasn't, but there you go. I'll get better, won't I, if I just keep shrinking it. And then I've got a good editor in Dylan who will go...
Most of you aren't subscribed yet. Help us reach that 1 million target by hitting that subscribe button. Drop a comment below, dive into one of our 1300 episodes because there's always something new to learn.